Hi everyone, it's Anja from Cooking with Plants, and today's video is a little bit different. I'm actually not going to be cooking anything, but I'm going to be sharing some information with you. So basically, I wanted to share with you my story of how I actually started to eat a plant-based diet in the first place and what made me do that. So basically, in 2012, I returned to Australia from a holiday in Germany. So basically, I was born in Germany. I moved to Australia when I was a young child, and I moved here with my parents. All my other relatives stayed in Germany, so every now and then I go back for a holiday. So 2012 was that last holiday where I went over, and everyone wanted to be ultra helpful and welcoming. And so anyway, I arrived there, and nearly every family member decided to either bring me cake or invite me to a restaurant or out to a barbecue, whatever it was all focused on food. So I stayed there for 3 months. I basically took my laptop with me and went and worked from there for 3 months and caught up with all of my family members. So as I said, I was being overfed big time, but at the time I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. I loved the taste of all the food. I loved the fun of going out with all my family, but I never even thought that I was eating anything wrong or that it could affect my whole being. So happily partying and going out, eating all the wrong foods, I returned back to Australia and I started to get migraines. So I took myself off to the doctor, and he listened to my chest, did all the routine checkup, and then he started, I think I can hear a slight heart murmur. And I didn't know what that was, and he said, oh, it's very, very faint, and I think maybe you should go and get an ultrasound of your heart. So I thought, okay. So I went off, got the ultrasound of my heart, and I thought, nothing's going to show up. I've got headaches. There's nothing wrong with my heart. I don't know why he's sending me here. But when I went back to get my results, I was very, very shocked. And yeah, I really, really went into shock. So basically, he told me that I had the start of a bulging aorta. And if that kept going, basically one day it could just burst and it would be goodbye world. And at that time my son was only about 9 years old, and yeah, I just went into real shock. I thought, wow, like I was 39 at the time. I thought, I'm only young and I've got a young child, and this child needs me. I need to be around. He needs his mum. And so after the shock sort of disappeared, and I spoke to the doctor and I said, well, what should I do? He sent me off to a cardiologist, and the cardiologist said, look, it's not bad enough to really warrant doing anything about it. You're still young, and if you wanted to, you could take some tablets, but I don't really think they'll do much for you. So I thought, well, I'd rather not take the tablets. So I started researching, because no one actually gave me a strategy of what to do or if I could do anything. And all of my research kept leading me to a plant-based diet. So I thought, oh, okay, I suppose I should give this a try. And I came across a book called The China Study, and it broke down all this research and loads of studies basically showing that most of the Western diseases, well, if not all, are linked to either eating too much protein or saturated fats in the diet from things like meat and dairy. And I thought, well, I have been eating a lot of those things. That was my main diet. So maybe I should change that and give something else a try. So off I went and I started experimenting. There was one page in the China Study that listed some ingredients, so I took that list and I incorporated that and combined it with my cooking skills, and I came up with some eating strategies. So within about 4 months, I actually ended up losing about 50 pounds, and I've kept that off to this day. So that was quite a long time ago now, and I still use all of those strategies that I came up with in the first place. So after that, I went back to the doctor and my cholesterol had gone right down. Obviously, I dropped weight, so my BMI was down. And yeah, I was just so full of energy. I'd never really liked exercising, but after all this happened, I just had boundless energy, and I wanted to get out and do things. So I started to just go for walks, and I started to play a little bit of tennis. Every now and then I'd go down to the gym in my building. But basically, I lost all of that weight, over 50 pounds, without exercising at all. But the benefit of then eating this way as well was that it gave me so much energy. So I had weight loss, I had energy, and it just felt like my body had come back to where it was meant to be. I'd suffered from depression in the past. After I had my son, I had postnatal depression. And I realized after I started eating this way how unhappy I had actually been, and that this new way of life just filled me with energy. So eating all these living foods, eating these plant foods just energized me and just totally changed and cleansed everything, not just the weight shed, but just everything. I just became happier, healthier, more energetic, and yeah, it was just amazing. So obviously the people around me started to see that change, and they started to ask what I was eating, etc. So that is actually how I started Cooking with Plants. That's how I started this YouTube channel. I put up a few initial videos and recipes, just sharing those recipes, and I wanted to share them with my family and friends. And gradually more and more people actually started to watch these recipes and the videos, and that's how I started to teach people how to cook with plants. So that then kept continuing, and it's led to me having a vegetarian and vegan nutrition diploma. I've since written 4 international best-selling cookbooks, and I have an online program, Plant Powered Mastery, which teaches people how to basically live this lifestyle. And also recently, at the beginning of this year, I had so much demand for people wanting to lose weight and for me to coach them that I came up with a group coaching program. So that has actually just finished. The first one I did has just finished, and it's had amazing results. People have just have changed their lives. They've gone from taking lots of medication to halving their medication in just a matter of weeks. They've lost weight. I had a lady in a wheelchair who's actually lost weight as well, and she said for the first time in her life she doesn't look into the mirror and feel obese and overweight. And yeah, she's actually had to buy a size smaller in the tops that she was buying. So just seeing those amazing changes in people and being able to share the information that I have in my brain and that I've practiced so much over the years, it's just amazing. So if you're struggling with weight loss, or you're confused, you've looked at all the different information, there's so much information on the websites, magazines and books, and it can get just so overwhelming and confusing. And really what you need a plan. You have to follow a plan that actually works, and you need accountability. And if you can't give that to yourself, then you need to get it from other people. And I mean, look at all the personal training coaches. Why are there so many personal training coaches? Because a lot of people can't motivate themselves to go and exercise, or they don't have the energy to. So yeah, being a health coach is just, it's been phenomenal because I can see the change in people's lives. So if you're struggling, I would love to help you. And I'm actually opening my next group Body Boss coaching program in just a couple of weeks. So if you'd like to be a part of that, I've left a link down below so you can watch a bit of a summary video of what I'm going to offer. And I teach you exactly what I do, what I did to lose weight, to stay fit, tips to get your body moving, and loads more. Changing bad habits, stopping cravings, cutting out the sweet foods and the savory snacks, all those types of things that hold us back from actually losing weight. I will teach you and guide you every single day for 6 weeks. And best of all, you don't have to do this alone. So many people suffer alone. They don't have the support. So whether you live alone or you just don't have anyone supportive around you, it can be really, really difficult. So that's where this particular program is absolutely amazing, because you have the support of like-minded people just like you. And I don't just take anyone into this. That's why I've got the link below. If you do want to check out the video and then fill out the short application form, I'll actually see if you are at the right point in your life to actually do this program, or if you have any extra challenges that may not be suitable, or you need some extra advice at this stage, I will let you know. So go check out that link and watch my video, and I'll explain a lot more about how the program works. So like I said, I would love to have you on board, and you can join it's only a group of 20 people. So it's already, I think 8 people have already signed up. So very, very limited, very restricted group. And I would love to have you in the group. I'd love to see you there. So jump down, have a look at the enrollment button below, have a look at that page and apply, and I'll get back to you soon. Bye.